My name's Sharon Regan and I'm a sculptor working mainly in ceramics, but I would also work in other mediums, wire and just whatever material I need to create my end product. I did start off painting in oils, and in a way that would be my first love, but as I got into sculpture, that has kept me far busier. The unique part of what I do would be it is the texture of the animals that is created by mixing hay in with the clay. And the hay is a natural food source for the animals, and the mud they're standing on most of the time. So it just seems right that I'm mixing these two ingredients together to make animals. And also, when I'm out riding the horse or walking the dog and I catch sight of a fox or a hare, there is that moment where you just, it's almost like a gift. So what I'm trying to do with my art is take that feeling of, isn't that lovely? That moment where you see something beautiful and take it from the outdoors and bring it inside to hopefully give that moment of pleasure. It's quite important to me, Bangor, because I grew up as a child in Bangor, just up the road, Bangor West, and I've always loved Bangor. So a few years ago, well, probably about 5 or 6 years ago, when I saw a programme on television about the black spots, and Bangor, seemed to be top of the list for the visitor black spots, I was appalled. I thought, my hometown, all memories of growing up and meeting friends and the seawall and the boats going out. And I just thought, that's terrible that it's gone downhill so badly, and I really wanted to do something about it. So I approached one of the arts officers at the time and put in a proposal about getting paintings on the boarded up shop fronts. So that one thing led to another, and now we have these art pods down the seafront. And it's not the first time that art has rejuvenated a rundown area. It's happened in different places all over the world a lot. It's happened a lot in America, where an area that has really come run down, they allow the arts in, and it brings a new energy. It changes the energy of a place and revitalizes it. One of the things I do feel very strongly about is encouraging people to be creative. Not everybody's creative in the same way. Somebody can be really creative in their garden. Being creative is all about having a vision of what you want the end result to be, and then taking the bare ingredients and creating that end product. But I feel very passionately that people shouldn't put it off till they retire. It's like having your favourite perfume or your best shoes and keeping it only for special occasions. What a waste. It should be enjoyed. And I do think that there's a part of us that's missing when we're not creating, whether it's baking or writing or music. We all have that side of us. And we are the only creatures actually that feel that need to create. No other animal feels the need to create just for pleasure, apart from us humans. Working down here in Project 24, it's lovely to have that sense of community, because working as an artist can be so often quite an isolated existence, and it's particularly beneficial to have other artists from other disciplines, because you're watching them work and watching their energy, and creating anything, quite often it is about that energy, and you nearly feed off that energy. And I know prior to being here at Project 24, I was at Castle Ward, and for 4 years I built up a community of artists, because again there I love that sense of feeding off each other's energies and encouraging collaborations between different mediums. Art makes you stop and think and hopefully feel something that isn't always just about work, money, that treadmill we all get on. It takes you to another place, either in your head or in your memories, and I think that's very important. And even for the community, art is important, because there's been several examples of where shops that have been boarded up and are constantly vandalised. If you stick artwork on those shutters, like Downpatrick, I know is one of them, and there's several places in Belfast. If you stick a piece of artwork on that shutter, on that one, it doesn't get vandalised. And I know I've done street murals in the past as well, and they have worked. The side of buildings where they've just had a constant battle with them being vandalised, spray painted and all. Stick up a mural, as long as it's not political, of course. But stick up a mural, and especially if it's something that's relevant to the community, that they can take a pride in, that solves that problem. I have really enjoyed being down at Project 24. I've only been here from April, and initially I was only planning on being here April to September, but I've decided to stay on now a bit longer because I'm really enjoying the sense of community of working with the other artists and of having the public drop in and being able to talk about my work and the processes involved. And I'm also able to run workshops on a Tuesday night to let anybody who's at all interested have a go. But it's wonderful to see this Project 24 bringing the seafront to life again. For instance, the dancing we had on Saturday, the community being able to use the hub for different events, from everything from children up to with older people dancing and swinging and having a great time on Saturday. But if you look at what this Project 24 looks like now, and all the different things that people can look at and see, the different mediums and art on view, and compare that to what it was like 5 or 6 years ago when this was boarded up. It just shows you the transformational ability of the arts to the community.